Welcome and thank you for joining me as we explore the book of Luke. Today we'll embark on a journey not only through one of the most compassionate accounts of Jesus' life, but also through the historical context that shaped its message. Luke's gospel stands out for its detailed narrative and its focus on the universal reach of Jesus' ministry. Traditionally attributed to Luke, a physician and a companion of the Apostle Paul, this gospel was written with a Gentile audience in mind, at a time when Christianity was beginning to spread beyond Jewish communities into the wider Roman world. In Luke's account, we first encounter a world marked by diversity and tension. The narrative opens by introducing us to the miraculous births of both John the Baptist and Jesus. Set against the backdrop of the Roman Empire and under the watchful eye of Herodian rulers, these miraculous events were recorded to assure believers that God's work transcends political boundaries and cultural divisions. Luke carefully documents the humble beginnings of Jesus in Bethlehem, a small town in Judea during a period when the region was under Roman occupation. This historical setting is crucial. It was a time when ordinary people felt the heavy weight of a vast empire's rule and longed for hope and liberation. Luke's emphasis on divine intervention in the birth narratives gave his readers a powerful message. Even in the harshest of circumstances, God's plans are at work, often in ways that defy human expectations. As the narrative unfolds, Luke guides us through the early life of Jesus, highlighting not only his miraculous deeds, but also the growing wisdom and compassion that marked his ministry. This period, which lies roughly in the mid-first century, was one of great change and uncertainty in the ancient world. By the time Jesus began his public ministry, the influence of the Roman Empire was pervasive, and various local rulers struggled to maintain order amidst cultural and religious diversity. Luke paints a vivid picture of Jesus reaching out to those on the margins of society, the poor, the sick, the outcasts, and the sinners. His parables, filled with lessons on love, mercy, and forgiveness, were revolutionary. They challenged the traditional religious norms of the time and invited a broader, more inclusive understanding of salvation. This was particularly significant during a period when strict social hierarchies and exclusion were common. Moreover, Luke emphasizes Jesus' thoughtful engagement with the political and social issues of his day. He records encounters where Jesus spoke boldly against corruption and hypocrisy, offering a counter-narrative to an empire that often prioritized power over compassion. Throughout his ministry, Jesus' actions and teachings provided an alternative vision of leadership, one that was based not on domination, but on service, humility, and sacrifice. The climax of Luke's narrative brings us to the profound mystery of the crucifixion. Here, we witness the ultimate expression of Jesus' love, a love that not only defied the cruelty of his time, but also fulfilled ancient prophecies. Even as he hung on the cross, Jesus' words of forgiveness resonated with hope, suggesting that his sacrifice was not an end, but rather the beginning of a new era. In a world marred by oppression and injustice, this moment offered a transformative vision of redemption. Following this heart-wrenching event, Luke does not leave us in despair. Instead, he brings us to the triumphant account of the resurrection, asserting that Jesus' victory over death is the foundation upon which hope is built. This message was especially powerful in the historical context of early Christianity, a time when believers were often persecuted for their faith. The resurrection served as a promise that despite earthly sufferings, a greater power was at work, offering eternal life and ultimate justice. The book of Luke is more than a historical account. It is a celebration of God's enduring mercy and a call to embrace the gentleness and inclusivity of Jesus' message. By weaving together personal narratives, historical details, and theological insights, Luke invites us all to see beyond the divisions of society and to recognize the transformative power of compassion and redemption. Thank you for joining me in this exploration of Luke's Gospel. I hope you leave inspired by the rich tapestry of history, faith, and hope that defines this powerful book, and that you are encouraged to seek the compassionate heart of Jesus in your own life.